Tommy Vercetti? Shit. Didn't think they'd ever let him out.
He kept his head down, helps people forget.
People will remember soon enough. When they see him walking down the streets of their neighborhoods, it will be bad for business.
Well, what are we gonna do, Sonny?
We treat him like an old friend and keep him busy out of town, okay? We've been talking about expanding down south, right? Vice City is 24 karat gold these days. The Colombians, the Mexicans, hell, even those Cuban refugees are cutting themselves a piece of some nice action.
But it's all drugs, Sonny. None of the families will touch that shit.
Times are changing. The families can't keep their backs turned while our enemies reap the rewards. So, we send someone down to do the dirty work for us and cut ourselves a nice, quiet slice, okay? Who's our contact down there?
Ken Rosenberg, schmuck of a lawyer. How's he gonna hold Vercetti's leash?
We don't need him to. We just set him loose in Vice City. We give him a little cash to get started, okay? Give it a few months. Then we go down. Pay him a little visit, right? See how he's doing.
Hey, guys, it's Ken Rosenberg here. Hey, great, hey. Well, I'm gonna drive you guys to the meet, okay? Now, I've talked to the suppliers, and they are very keen to start a business relationship. So, if all goes well, we should be doing very nicely for ourselves, which is, you know, good. Okay, so they're brothers, okay? One operates the business, and the other one does the flying. Okay, that's them in the chopper. All right, here's the deal. They want a straight exchange on open ground. All right? Okay, stay tight. Let's go.
Got it? 100% pure grade A Colombian, my friend.
Let me see it.
The greens?
10s and 20s. Used.
I think we have a deal, my friend.
Oh, shit! Come on, get out of here! Drive!
I poked my head out of the gutter for 1 freaking second and fate shovels shit in my face.
Go get some sleep.
What are you gonna do?
I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
We interrupt your programming with a message from the State Department. All bridges and some roads in the Vice City metropolitan area have been closed because of a severe weather warning. Meteorologists are tracking Hurricane Hermione, which has devastated 5 Caribbean...
Hello, Sonny.
Tommy! Tommy, it's been too long. I know. You're just overwhelmed with emotion. 15 years.
Seems like only yesterday.
I guess that's a perspective thing.
Hey, doing time for the family is no piece of cake, but the family looks after its own, okay? So how'd the deal go down? You sitting on some white gold?
Look, Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee are dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy! Tell me you still got the money.
No, Sonny. I don't have the money.
That was my money, Tommy! My money! You better not be screwing me, Tommy, because you know I'm not a man to be screwed with!
Wait, Sonny. You have my personal assurance that I'm gonna get you your money back, and the drugs, and I'm gonna mail you the dicks of those responsible.
Hey, I already know that. You're not a fool, Tommy, but I warn you. Neither am I. If it was anybody else, you'd be dead already. But because it's you, because we got history, I'm gonna let you handle this.
Look, Sonny, you got my word.
I'll be in touch.
I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it. This night will never go. Ambulance. All services requested.
Where are you going, man? Watch out.
Other guy. It stands to reason.
No, 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 no! Keep that.
Public television. Puppets can say what men cannot.
Yes, but how will that stop people taking baseball bats and pounding the living crap out of each other, as I saw in a Mother's PTA group meeting recently?
Baseball is our national sport, our national pastime, joining together as men in order to reward the act of running around in a circle. I will thank you not to take its name in vain, Chavez.
I hate that spring training. Who do those guys think they are? Coming here and getting in the way, showing us no respect, drinking our orange juice and seducing our women folk. Training your own home, mister. Our national game down here, my friend, is digging. Digging a big ditch. A ditch of hope, which will flood into a river of freedom. So far, we've dug 17 feet. We're almost free. Almost. When we are floating away in the Caribbean Sea, free to run things our way, singing Kumbaya in the sunshine. No
Yes, but what about the little guy? What about the guy who is standing there saying, I like being part of America. I like it a ice cubes. But I don't feel safe. I'm worried about gangs.
Gangs are a myth put out by the liberal elite to patronize and demean the working man. I mean, what kind of right-minded youth from a poorer background is gonna spend his time stealing things and posing in silly clothes when he could be getting ahead with a minimum wage job and making his parent proud? The dream of America is to live in a duplex and share a yard. Why would anyone want to threaten that great future? Answer me that and I'll show you a green dog.
And speaking for the underdog, the foundation I set up with my trust fund, we believe to wear. It would give people something to feel a part of. Kill with kindness, not a garden tool.
Yes, but what about the guy getting beaten up on the street? Or the man having his motorcycle stolen? What about him?
Or her. Some of the best bikers are really women. Anyone can join our group. This is about poor people getting together.
But your father owns half of Florida. How are you part of the working class?
Like I said, possessions are not important at all. I'll pick up a hitchhiker in my convertible any day. The other day I picked up a young woman and we discussed
jiggery pokery hootenanny. You know where this country needs something to aim for, like being rich and laughing at poor people, or being in government and laughing at the electorate.
Now, Mr. Shrub, let's not make this personal. I appreciate your attempt to press the point, but we are here to press the issue. My city is in trouble, and I think we're not really providing any serious solutions. So far, we've got secessionism, rearing its ugly head for the first time in a century and a half. We've got ignore it.
Just give me a reason. Wrong time, man.
Oh,
Move along.
My papi will have your cojones.
Flash FM, and if it's #1, you're gonna hear it all day, baby. God, that is so totally awesome.
Hey, baby, you like my muscles?
Smell that manure.
Wait,
What
you
is
do you have a towel?
I'll whoop you in pinochle. Mind your beeswax.
I did nothing. You look hot. Hey, watch yourself, man. You cramping my style, man. You nagged me, asshole.
Look at that. Now we got on that one, bro.
I'll have to rub
Easy,
oil on
puta.
that.
I may have. You're really making me mad.
rub them down
ain't
like
the
a
chief
my
today.
friend.
I'm not
hurt you. Look at over there. Stay out of the way, man. You like butting heads with me? I know jujitsu. I'm trained.
Okay, Daisy, take my breath away.
I wasn't going to warn any of you.
Get out of my way if you want to keep your spleen.
But why? Your fist.
Aim in your eyes, too. Back my way.
You got a license, idiot.
You got it. Don't move it. You're the kind of guy that girl ignored. I'm Travis Caddy, you fixing the Ford. My name is Joseph Simmons, but my middle name's Ford. And when I'm rocking on the mic, you should all applaud me. I can't feel a damn thing in my leg. You're so big.
you, Boom Boom.
Hey, baby, you want something soft?
Well, I'm so very sorry. You walking on my patch. Move! What is your man?
Is a very long time.
Yes, it is. A very long time. Almost as long as this show. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Pressing Issues with me, Maurice Chavez, presiding over some of the least informed debate on the radio. In this episode of Pressing the Issue, we had Alex Shrub, Callum Crayshaw, and John Florida Hickory discussing safety. I guess you've all got to make up your own minds. Should we be as wet as fish or a corrupt money-grabbing thief? Gentlemen, I feel we really got somewhere, and that Vice City and people everywhere know a lot more than they did. Over to Jonathan and Melissa to talk to you about public radio in your area.
You're listening to VCPR, the radio station for disoriented and unrealistic college professors who wear fuzzy sweaters and find everything terribly interesting. I'm Michelle Montanius.
And I'm Jonathan Freeloader, public radio.
Can't do that. Yo, what did I do to you, son? All that piece of shit. So if you move in time and you're feeling fine, just step right up to the fire line. Yo, move. This is your way to shine. Act like you know. There's only stars in the fire line.
So, we're back on Pressing Issues.
Oye, morenita, dime una cosita. Oye, morenita, dime una cosita. ¿Qué te gusta más? Mientras que existe el mambo, olvida el tango y la seriedad. A mí me gusta el bolero, lo mismo que la guaracha. La conga tuvo su raya, como el afro y el vivar. Pero mientras que existe el mambo, olvida el tango y la seriedad. Pero mientras que existe el tango y la seriedad. Mambo, mambo.
life, you have to pay to prove you can. It's struck by lightning. There's thunder.
Why we don't have any male hosts on this station. People open up more to women. I was telling my girlfriend yesterday, if a woman were president, we'd nuke a country every 28 days. In these times of trouble,
I just...
Now don't try anything stupid.
Where's a cop when you need...
Gethsemane.
Gethsemane.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, Amy. I brought you a crystal. Isn't it gorgeous?
I guess so, if you're into shiny glass. I prefer lacy gloves.
Amy, for many thousands of years, my people have been using crystals and gemstones to heal the sick. Take the crystal, and then when the night is enchanted, and the candles have been blown out, and the wind sings through the branches of the eucalyptus, hold up your arms and sing, all dewy, my sky sailing pregnant moon, the goddess.
Pregnant moon? What are you talking about? Gethsemane?
Gethsemane.
Sorry, whatever. Do you even have a last name?
My compost coven named me Gethsemane Starhawk Moonmaker. Trust me, Amy, I'm quite accustomed to people persecuting us. It's been going on for thousands of years. Native Americans, they studied crystals. The ancient Chinese, Belgians, Superman, they all studied crystals. So why do you view it as so? You will be trans... Fear began to drop. The tundra was teeming with animal life, and small groups of hunters followed the free-running reindeer. And there, under the magnolia tree, a woman breastfeeding a baby elk. Do you see it? It's nature.
Ew, gross. You're one of those filthy hippies that thinks breastfeeding in public is okay? Well, it's not. There are bottles and milk at the store. Don't act like a cow. You really remind me of someone, by the way.
See, Amy, you're putting the blinders of society on. We're all the same. I remind you of yourself, of every man and woman.
No, not of them.
They're trying to outlaw nature. If I'm in the park and a nice gentleman comes along, I should be able to feed him. Pretty soon, everything natural will become illegal. It's really depressing. If I died right now, would I get buried by a female priestess in a cave, surrounded by my favorite tools and ornaments? No. There was a time when children were taught about their bodies, about the goddess. Lobster.
Oh, I love lobster.
Have you ever tried talking to one? Energy flows from everything, even a tractor. My mother, the moon, taught me how to trace ley lines with your bare feet in the dirt.
Listen, you're very weird, and you smell like patchouli and compost, and I think you might have a shot at a boyfriend if you shaved and got some gel in your hair and put some clothes that fit or something. I mean, please.
Did Joan of Arc shave? I was given this fascinating pamphlet.
I'm in the area. I'll take a lot. Backup requested immediately. Over. Got a problem, Jones? Why don't you try fighting crime and get away from that microphone, you dumb asshole? You're an asshole, Miller. I got a man down! I got a man down! Nothing seems to be happening.
Pay me and I'll go away. You messed up my gear.
Is there an officer near the Rusty Browns downtown? There must be. Anyone want to get something? All services requested.
are your parents? We're just a group of people who believe in communal sharing and can't find husbands. Reading magazines, cloaks, wands, horned gods, rubbing your skin raw with rocks, dying of old age at 27, crying in terror when it starts to thunder. And these are all the things our ancestors did. Since I found my new mind and body, things have really changed for me. Our modern society only celebrates a select few. Every woman and every man is a star in the sky, Amy. Not just the ones that sing on TV. No. Zen, silly girl. It's a little sandbox you draw pictures in. It teaches you things like that death isn't an end. It's just a stage and also a beginning of a new journey.
Do you have a leader in this weirdo cult of yours?
Not a cult, a coven. There's a big difference. Yes, our leader's name is...
Got a break dancer with a broken back. Somewhere in downtown. More info requested. Over.
You got me here. What are you gonna do with me?
Though, Amy, and it needs some mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, like a swan or a fish on a hook. If you take your nervous system seriously, if you take your organs seriously and explore them, some really neat things can happen. Phil taught us that. He's been to Mali to meet with the
things.
The knife ceremony is very important and spiritual. It's an ancient one-person personal crisis. You say to yourself, I'm going to have a spiritual experience, or thrust this thing into my head. Life actors never rehearse and need no script, Amy. That was said by somebody really spaced out. And I'm going to say it again, like the wind which keeps blowing, or the sun which shines with light.
Will you please leave? You smell and you talk really weird and you're just really gross.
Not until I tell people out there, become an My book! It's printed on bark.
Okay. Let's take a quick call. Hello, you're on K-Chat. What's your name?
Hey, it's Manuel from Front Island. I love the show. Yeah, I want to talk about technology enslaving us. You know that play, In the Future There Will Be Robots? Well, that's a true story. In the future, there will be robots. And I'm gonna hack them all. I'll make them say funny things. You know, I can move satellites around with my computer.
Computers are...
Suddenly everyone wants to hang out with you.
Hey! You messed up my beer!
My
Now,
vehicle!
run away.
What is this? Lunatic!
All services attended immediately. Over. I need a SWAT team fast.
Incoming fire! I'll break your feet for that! Come here and sit on my knee. I'll show you. Watch where you tread.
Oh!
But let me ask you a question. How long have they been rocking like this? Well, rapping's always been around. Well, it's just that. It's big time. You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself. You are the move you make. Take your chances, win or lose. See yourself.
Aren't the same. And one of them you get bored during a 5-hour game. You touch...
Shot, I'm afraid to say. We need to build a place to escape these transgressions.
Whew! That's extreme stuff, Pastor. But we'll leave amateur eugenics for a minute.
Yo, you in my way, dog! Oh, shit, yo, you trying to... You didn't kill me, man!
Still Magic went on the radio, and everybody said, what a way to go. The moment he went on the air, it was plain to see a new phase was here. He started out playing mostly rap, then they all said nobody's into that. Well, they all turned out to be wrong, cause rapping on the mic had caught on strong. Some still say it's not what's happening after rappers' delight went triple platinum. The record world was in for a smash. Sugar Hill, Curtis Blow, the Grandmaster Flash, Cardi, Stevie Wonder, Tina Marie. They even made a rapper out of me. In no time at all, a star was born, and I think he owes it all to his magic wand. Now that you heard our rap and you caught a contact, and by now you all should be blasted. We want you all to know that we got to go, but it was big fun while it lasted. Hey y'all, but we'll be back again, so tell all your friends. Good things don't always come to an end. With something innovative, rock you all well. From Ecstasy and the rapper John Will.
Big shout out to Lady Walker, who's on vacation in Vice City, all the way from London, England. Now, she's a big fan.
You even got a license, idiot?
Yeah. Now what are you looking at? You stink up of a...
Anyone got any jokes? I'm bored already.